Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're good. And welcome to this random recommendation video. So this is based on a video that I saw Silke do over at the Danish Readaholic, and it was probably like a year ago, probably more if I'm honest, and it's been on my to-do list ever since. And I keep meaning to do it and I keep forgetting, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So this is some random colour recommendations, and the idea is that I'm going to use randomcolour.com, refresh it, and then I'm going to try and recommend you a book with a cover this colour. That's the whole thing. So I have no idea what's going to come up, and I'm standing up because I need to kind of peruse my shelves for you. And yeah, we're just going to do it fairly quick fire. I'm going to try and do like 5, and we're just gonna do it. So fully stealing the idea from Silke. Definitely go and check her out. And our first colour is red. Right, let me find a book with a red cover. Oh, actually, that's super easy. Is it? Oh, wait. Okay, I have 2 very different recommendations. So the first one that caught my eye is Simon vs. the Homo sapien Agenda, sometimes called Love, Simon, after the film. And this is about a guy called Simon who is kind of like questioning his sexuality and is pretty sure he might be gay, and he has like feelings for this guy called Blue who they email back and forth, and then yeah, some shit goes down. And it's kind of like his relationship with Blue and also him dealing with like coming out and things like that. It's so good, and the movie is absolutely fantastic. Recommend both. And then I've also got Climbing a Cornfield. It's kind of like a darker red, and there is obviously quite a lot of black on there, but it's definitely red. And this is about a girl who moves to like a small town, and her dad is going to become the doctor of that small town. And there's like this big rift between the younger generation and the older generation, and she kind of gets in with this group, and then there's like a big party and people start to die because there is a killer clown on the loose, and it is brilliant and also scary. And oh no, I shouldn't have held that up for so long. I'm hoping that it wasn't too bad for Becca, because Becca really doesn't like clowns, so I try not to hold that up very often, but I'm hoping it wasn't too bad. I'll put in some kind of warning. Okay, our second colour is green. Wow, that is a bright green. That is like lime green. I mean, I can't really recommend it yet because I haven't read it, but I really want to read Board Gay Werewolf, and that is the exact green. And this is like about a werewolf who's like, I don't know, I read this. I'll link my Abominable Book Club unboxing if you want to hear me kind of read it out, because I haven't read it, so I can't really recommend it. But I mean, that is like the perfect shade of green, and I'm very excited to read it. Why is everything that shade of green something that I haven't read? Unacceptable. Or it's either something I haven't read, or it's like book 3 in a series, which is really unhelpful. So I'm going to go for My Sister the Serial Killer by Onyankan Braithwaite. Before I continue, I'm really sorry if you can hear my fan, but it's so hot in here, and if I have the window open, there's loads of cars, so we're just going to deal with the fan noise, okay? Let me tell you about My Sister the Serial Killer. So this is set in Nigeria, and it's basically about this woman whose sister kind of like keeps killing her boyfriends, and when she's not really sure if this is like an accidental thing or not. The sister always claims it's accidental, but she's not 100% sure, but she does keep helping her like get rid of the bodies, and it's her kind of like dealing with that, and her sister being really like popular with the guys, and the main character really isn't, but she's got her eye on this one guy, and then her sister also gets her eye on that guy, and then she starts to panic because, you know, her sister keeps killing all her boyfriends. So it's a really, really great book. The audiobook was phenomenal, and I highly recommend this one. Okay, colour number 3 is, what is that, like a really dark red, a reddy brown? A reddy brown. Wow, that is such a dark brown. If it was a lighter brown, I would just give you Attack on Titan, but it's really dark, so I genuinely don't think I have anything that kind of colour. Either that or I'm being stupid. I don't see it. Okay, I'm going to give myself a skip. So we're skipping that one. Let's try another one. So this is now our new colour 3. Wow, okay, I love that colour. So it's like a turquoise. Turkey boys. Okay, the first thing that springs out that kind of has this colour is upside down. Back to front. Spy Family. This is a manga series that I'm absolutely loving, and it's one that I recommend the most because I think it suits the broadest range of people. It's about this guy called Twilight. He's a master spy, and he's supposed to be investigating like this neighboring country, and to get close to this government official that he needs to get to, he needs to enroll a child in the same school as this government official's child, but obviously he doesn't have a child, so he has to make a family, and he finds this kid to adopt to be his child who happens to be a telepath, and then he convinces this woman to pretend to be his wife, and she happens to be an assassin, and it's just kind of like shenanigans. He's trying to complete his mission, the kid knows everything, the wife knows nothing. It's hilarious. Such a good time. We're on fire. Okay, colour number 4. Ooh, that's like a really dark grey. I'm not sure this lighting is doing anything for me, so I apologise. Let me see if I can find anything for this dark grey colour. I'm not taking it with me. Actually almost like a greeny, it's like a dark khaki colour. Wow. This colour thing is giving me some hard ones. Some hard ones. That sounded wrong. Oh my god. Okay, now. This is the colour and this is the book. That is so close. It looks closer in person actually than it does on the screen, I think, because of the brightness. But this is really close. So this is my recommendation. This is All Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. And this is like what I would describe as a really quiet horror, because it's about this woman whose wife goes on like a deep sea exploration, and she's only supposed to be there for like a week, and she ends up being away for months. And something happens and she's not really sure, and then her wife comes back. And it's dealing with all like the changes that is going on with the wife while she is like dealing with what happened, and you slowly get to find out kind of what happened and yeah, the effects on them. And it's just such a beautifully well told story, and yeah, just really really good. Even if you don't like horror, I can't recommend this enough, because it's almost like a contemporary just with like a horror element. It's not even like a horror element, just like a speculative element, I guess, and it is amazing. So we've got 5 books because I did 2 for the first colour, but let's do another colour, and this will be our last one. Oh, it's a real pinky colour. Oh, I think that might be easy. Oh, it's not really the right pink. It's like a purpley pink. That would fit so well, but I haven't read it. That would fit so well, but haven't read it. That would fit well, but again, I haven't read it. So do you know what? I'm just going to go for this. Okay, so it's definitely the wrong shade of pink, but I'm going to go with red, white and royal blue by Casey McQuiston. This is probably super well known. I probably don't really need to be recommending this. You've probably already heard about it, but it's basically about a prince of England and the first son of the US, and it's like an enemies to lover thing, and it is amazing. There's a lot of it told through like emails. Everything is so cute. The kind of way their relationship builds is so well done, and the characters are brilliant, and it's just such a good time. Do you know what? I'm going to squeeze one more in. I'm going to squeeze one more in. This is going to be a super short video anyway, so let's go for it. We'll do one more for luck. We've literally already had a really vibrant green, so let's do another one. Why is it giving me so many greens? I mean, I love green, but one more. Oh, I should have just left it. We already had a pink. Didn't we already have a blue? No, we had turquoise. Okay. We've got a blue. We've got a blue. It's like a really dark teal. No, not teal. I don't know what it is. I don't know my colours. This blue is kind of like a combination of the 2 blues on this Blue Exorcist cover, so we're going with this. I know that I've spoken about it a lot. I don't care. This is another manga. This is about Rin Okumura, who finds out he's the son of Satan and decides to enroll in a cram school to become an exorcist after something happens at the beginning of the series, and his goal is to defeat Satan. There's so much more to it, but it's so good. I love this series so much. I know I talk about it all the time, almost as much as Attack on Titan, but this is probably like my first love for manga. Well, I think Attack on Titan has overtaken it as like my biggest love, but this was definitely my first. And I recommend this to so many people all the time because it's just such a great series, and now I'm recommending it to you. Again, for like the 1000th time. Do we do one more? I'm having fun, but I'm pretty sure my dinner's ready. We'll do one more. This is definitely the last one, okay? 100%. It's just a darker blue. A darker blue. I gotta say, there's not been as much variety of colour on this random colour thing. We're going to do just a little... Give me something a little bit different. Just something orange. Okay, we haven't had any orange. Let me find an orange book to recommend you. Wow. Random colour my ass. Ah! It might be the wrong shade of orange, but I don't care. Bunny by Mona Awad. It's definitely the wrong shade of orange. We're not going to look at it again. We're just going to pretend it was this shade, okay? This is one of my favourite books of all time. It is weird as fuck. And I love it. It's really hard to describe what it is, but basically this woman is in like a creative writing program. It's a really prestigious creative writing program, and there's only like 5 people in the whole cast. I can't actually remember exactly how many there are now, but it's this one girl, Samantha, and like 4 or 5 of these really rich girls who are kind of like in a little clique, and they call each other Bunny, and you know, she doesn't get along with them. She's kind of like totally outside their group and on her own during the classes and things, and she's always very like kind of dismisses them. She doesn't want anything to do with them, and then something happens and she ends up going to like this smut salon, I think they call it, and it's like a thing where they all get together and they do writing, and it gets weird. It gets weird, and she ends up becoming like one of the group, and it gets weirder. And I mean, this book is so hard to describe, but it is absolutely amazing. So there we have it. I think it was supposed to be 6, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How did we end up with 8? Oh, because I kept going. Right. So my aim was to give you 5 colours. I think I gave you 7 colours and 8 recommendations. And this was so much fun for me. This was a great time. Because although I told you about some things that I've definitely spoken about before, definitely spoken about these 2 before, I don't feel like I talk about some of these as much on my channel. Like, I don't think I talk about Red, White and Royal Blue much. I know that it is kind of spoken about a lot. I know I've mentioned Bunny before. And obviously I've read these whilst I've been on the channel, but I don't recommend them as much. So this was actually, I had a really good time with this. I kind of want to do it again some other time. Just kind of giving myself like 20 minutes to just run around my room and pull books out that I don't talk about as often and share them with you was a lot of fun. I had a good time. So that's it. I'm going to go and eat my dinner and, I don't know, open a window because it's really hot. Let me know any thoughts that you have on the books that I've mentioned in the comments below. Did you see any books like screaming out at you from my shelves for the colours that I was like, I'll never do that, skip, skip, skip? And do you also agree that it was giving me the same blue and greens again and again? Because I think it was. If you just want me to know you're here, that purple heart is always appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed and you'd like to see more bookish content from me, remember to hit that button, leave a like if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!